Hey, what's good, all? How's it going? And welcome back to Cherry on Pop. This is episode 11. Like I say every time, though, if you like these, please hit that like and subscribe down below. If you hit that little bell, that will let you know when the episodes go live. Mobile, computer, tablet, wherever it is, you can set it up however you want. So, without further ado, like I always started off with, news for the week. Lots of good stuff that came out. There's a lot of some stuff that I've already talked about briefly, but this we really get a good picture of what it is, even some of the packaging that they've released and everything. So, first up, let's dive into a game that I'm not a big fan of, but I know there's a lot of kids out there, which is kind of weird with some of these characters that are a big fan, but there's a big following and they put out a lot of them, and that's Five Nights at Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy, scary game. It's about a teddy bear. Scares you. Hey, that's all I really know. I've never really played it myself, so I don't want to butcher the game or anything like that. But yeah, they got all kinds of good characters. The first thing up they have is Five Nights at Freddy 2-inch vinyl figures. And most of these, I believe, are going to be coming out sometime in May here, so fairly soon. But yeah, the first is the 2-inch vinyl figures. There's 4-pack. And it's got four of the characters of Five Nights at Freddy. I'm not going to name off the names because I don't know exactly the names. So I don't want to ruin it, butcher it. The second up is another packaging of 2-inch vinyl figures. I believe they move. They articulate some. Don't know how much they articulate, but yeah, that's what it looks like they do. I'm not sure. I could be wrong because I've never used them. But yeah, this is another 4-pack of 4 more characters from Five Nights at Freddy. Next up, then, we have articulated. So I'm taking a guess these other ones aren't articulate. So those first 2 4-packs I did aren't articulate. Next up, I know we've dove into this, but we have the actual packaging for it now. First up, we have for it is Baby, one of the characters. And if you can see Baby, take a look next to Baby, and there is a little clown-like character. Just keep an eye out. And it looks like a body. Next up, we have Funtime Freddy. And to the side of Funtime Freddy, I'm all circling it on my computer like you can see me moving the mouse around. But Funtime Freddy, right next to it, is a little leg. Then we have Funtime Foxy, which has another leg. And then we finish up with Ballora, which has 2 arms. So if you figure you put all those together, you get here, you build your own Ennard. So it's all 5 pieces. You got to buy them all. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I went through if I could count. Anyways, yeah, you buy them all and then you can create the Ennard character. So it's a pretty sick idea. I like it. Then we move on to some mystery minis. And they've got a whole set of those, which those ones before, those come out in July. The mystery minis these are going to be in all stores. So you're going to have a different group of them here. Then they have some specific ones. First up, we have GameStop, which it looks like it's different faces on some of them. And then they're also going to have all the ones that you just saw before. Then you move on to the exclusive at Walmart ones, which is another set of different faces and different looks to them, along with the other ones that I've shown before that are going to be at all stores. And then we finish up with the Toys R Us ones, which these are some different characters, some other different faces, and then also the ones that we originally start out with that are in all stores. So, Five Nights at Freddy, I know kids are huge on it. If you love it, there you go. You got all kinds of good stuff that's going to be coming out. I know they have pops already, all that fun stuff. So next up, we move into a movie that is brand new. It's a brand new series from what I've heard, so we'll probably see more than one as long as it's a hit. It's hard to say. The movie I'm talking about is Valerian. Came out of nowhere. I didn't expect it. They started playing the trailer earlier this year, and it looks interesting. It's a mix between like Fifth Element Avatar, and maybe even a little Star Wars to it, you know? So it's a very big mixture. I know the director, I believe, of it, or yeah, director of it is the one that directed both Fifth Element and Lucy. So if you like those movies, there you go. I mean, and it looks interesting. I'm excited to see it. So I'll definitely have to check it out. Maybe drop a review on the channel. But first up, we move into Valerian, the main character. Valerian, two and two together. Then his, I wouldn't say sidekick, but another character that I know you see in the trailer, which these are, I'm going off the trailer stuff, is Loreline. You see a lot with her. It looks like they might be boyfriend, girlfriend type thing. I don't know. Who knows? Then there's another character, which he's kind of just ugly looking, and that's Igon Siras. Yeah, not too pretty. Maybe an enemy. I don't know. I'm really flying by the seat of my pants in this one because I don't know these characters. I really don't. No one knows. I won't know until I see the movie. Then we got another character, which he's cute. He's really cute, and his name's Da. Interesting. Then we got an E.T. looking type character, which there's two different versions of this. Actually, three different versions of him. First up, we have the regular version, where it's just he's got his hands out and the gun. Then we move into a Chase exclusive, which, you know, Chase is 1 in 6 of the characters. And this is Dagius? Dagius, I think? Don't know for sure. Could be wrong. But the first Chase is the same thing, but he's putting his finger up and he holds a bag. Then we move into another Chase variant of him, and he's got a lot smaller bag with his hands down over the bag with his eyes a little more shut, and whatnot. So, and then we move into Calm Arun Fillet. Looks like maybe a captain or someone of the military or something like that, or admiral, who knows? But he's in the military. These all are coming out in June. So if you're interested in the movie, there you go. You get your own line of pops. And it looks like on those Chase variants, it's a 2 in 6 rarity because there's two different Chase ones, the way you look at it. So every 2 in 6, you'll get an actual Chase variant. Don't see them too often, but they are out there because they're rare. Then we move into another big movie, which there's already been 2 other ones, plus a spin-off movie, and I'm talking about Despicable Me 3. Love the first 2. I really like the Minions movie. I mean, come on, who doesn't love the Minions? Yeah. So, these are some Despicable Me 3 exclusives. The first one up is Tourist Jerry, and he is going to be only at Best Buy, arriving late June. Usually it's about a month, half a month to a month before the movie drops, I believe. Then we have a Kohl's exclusive, which you don't see much for Kohl's, but it's fluffy. Interesting. Not a minion, just a little unicorn. Then we move into an FYE, which we have one here in Colorado where I live, and there's a very big online presence with them. But this is a 2-pack of Tourist Dave and Tourist Jerry. And it looks like all these are arriving in June. Then we move into a Target exclusive, and it's Jail Time Mel. He looks all like hardcore in a way. Interesting. These are cool. And then next up we have another, which is not a minion, but it's like a little sheep. Goat? Maybe? Goat? Yeah, goat. Toys R Us exclusive, and his name is Lucky. And he's actually in May, so he's already going to be out before the other one line of them come out. These and the rest of these look like they're coming out in May. Then we have Adorbs. So these are all moving into, there's 2 different Dorbs ones that we're going to see here. First up, we have the Walmart exclusive of Gru. Is that his name? Gru. I love Gru. I'm taking a guess that's his name. I don't know the names well enough. You know me and names, so. And then the rest of the Dorbs, we have a 3-pack of Agnes, Lucky, and Fluffy. Agnes is the little girl in the movie, and those are Toys R Us exclusive. And then, of course, Pint Size Heroes. There's two different sets. There's some that are similar, and then some that, of course, are going to be exclusive ones. The first set is, of course, exclusive to Target, and then the next set is exclusive to Toys R Us. So, lots of good ones. Lots of good ones. I like the movies. I definitely want to go see it. So, and then the next set of pops that we get is for, you know him as Meat Nerd. I know I call him, Kurt, either way, but this is going to be something that I'm sure he's going to want to get all of them. And that's for the movie Aliens Covenant. That's dropping next month, the end of the month. So these are coming in June, so they're actually coming after the movie comes out. But it was moved up. The movie was originally coming out later this year, so that's, okay. It is what it is. There is a couple of exclusives, but we'll start off with the non-exclusive first. The first one is David. Then, which I'm trying to remember from Prometheus. I think David was the computer character, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think that's who David was. I don't remember for sure. And then the female lead character in here, Daniels, which she looks all badass, kind of, I guess you could say, kind of like Sigourney Weaver's character from way back in the original ones. And then, of course, we get the xenomorphs and stuff like that. The first one is just the regular, it's anywhere you can get it, the regular xenomorph, looking all badass with some blue on the body and everything. And then, of course, we've got the face hugger, which is kind of the start of the xenomorph, is the way you consider it. It's a Hot Topic exclusive. Oram, it's what he's called in the movie. But yeah, he's the face hugger. Pretty sick. I have my own little stuffed face hugger I think I got from Loot Crate or something like that. And then finally we have another xenomorph, which he's badass looking. He's got his, his spit on him is what it looks like. But it's the xenomorph, and it's only an exclusive to GameStop. So I know Kurt's going to be getting them. I don't know if I'll pick up any of them, but yeah, there you go. Of course, they got to get pops for everything. And then another line that's coming out, which I believe it's in its final season, and that's a show called Workaholics. There's 3 of them here, as you can see in this picture. None of them are exclusive. They're coming in June, but you got the 3 main characters. You have Adam, Blake, and Anders. So there you go. If you're a fan of that, I watched the first few episodes. It was good, but wasn't something that kept my attention enough to keep going and keep watching it. So, but I know it's got a very big following. It's kind of a cult following in a sense. And then another show that we have, which was a long time ago. I never watched it. I know my parents did at the time. But it was a show called Alias. It's kind of I believe it was a spy type thriller show about a woman that would change her identity. And that's what you can see with these pops. Which these pops, you have 4 of them coming out. None of them exclusive. They're dropping in June. And it's all for the same character, just the different looks. The first one up you have, which her name's Sydney Bristow. And the first one up you see is her in a short little dress with blonde hair. Then you have like a gothic type look, rocker type look, in a sense, with blue hair. Goth. Yep, it says right on the box. Goth. I just can't see it. It's very, very small. Then you move on to the next one, which is her as a schoolgirl. And then finally, we have her as a redhead. So, Alias, coming out in June. Long show that came out a long time ago. It was a hit. It was definitely a hit way back then. So, and then we're moving on to the final set, which this is for a movie this is the 3rd one in the series, and it's Cars 3. I like Cars 1. Cars 2 was good, just not quite as good. It did have its own faults and everything like that kind of brought it down, but it was still fun to watch. I enjoyed it. And of course, this is the 3rd one, and these looks like some are exclusives and some aren't. So, and they're all dropping here in some in June and some in May. So I'll say it as I go through. First up, we have Cruz Ramirez, which I believe he's one of the new characters that they're introducing. And then next up, Lightning McQueen. If you don't know Lightning McQueen, well, Cruz Ramirez, wasn't he in the... I don't remember. It's been so long since I've watched those movies. Let me know in the comments below. Those are releasing in June. Then we move on to a couple of the characters that have been around for quite a while, and that is Luigi and Guido. I like Guido. Guido was actually a fun character. These are going to be exclusive to Walmart, and it looks like they will be releasing in May. So yeah, next month. And then finally we move into a Target exclusive, which, and also a Meager, never heard of the store. None in Colorado, so I don't know. Target exclusive is Lightning McQueen. And then the Meager or whatever is also a Lightning McQueen. The one for Target, the difference is not much from what I'm seeing. I really couldn't tell you what the difference is. Oh, the decal on the side. Okay. And there's a decal on, not a decal on the back. And it looks like the one on the hood too. So the decals change. And then the one after that is gray for Meager or whatever it's called. So yeah, that's it for the news this week. There was a lot there. Sorry it took a little while. But, you know, as I always like to finish up, I've got a couple of unboxings. These are a couple of exclusive ones that I picked up. One I wasn't expecting, and the other I've been looking at, you know, and eyeballing for, you know, looking for quite a while, and he was a little difficult to find, but I finally came across him. The first one up is my favorite character, and that is Batman. Batman. This is a PX exclusive. Which those are, what is it, Diamond Publishing or whatever it is that delivers a lot of the comics and stuff like that to comic book shops. These are exclusive to actual comic book shops. So they're a lot harder to find and all that. This is the older, he's like the older look Batman. I just like the colors. It's a lighter blue, definitely different. And he'll go right along with the rest of my Batmans. So sweet, definitely like that Batman. That's why I picked him up. And then the next one is a great show that I've watched since I was a kid. And that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this one is a specialty series, which is even harder to find. And these are just small shops. Not necessarily comic books, just small shops can get a hold of them. Not the big box stores. And we got Casey Jones. So as you can see back here, I've got Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. I got the turtle van with Michelangelo in it. And then, of course, I have Rocksteady. I still need to get Bebop, April O'Neil, Shredder, Splinter, and a Foot Soldier. Bebop is expensive. You can't find them anywhere hardly. These are actually, a lot of these are discontinued. But Bebop is... Yeah. And... Huh. There's a piece broken off inside. Interesting. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or what, but maybe make it even more rare. But yeah, there's Casey Jones for you. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I know it was longer, but if you did, hit that like and follow down below. Also, the rest of the social media, please go check it out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the brand new Patreon page. So if you want to help out my addiction, no. If you want to help out the channel so I can get some bigger, better equipment, make better videos, produce more content, go to my Patreon page, throw a couple bucks, you know. There's some special things that you can get with it. And as we go, there will be more stuff added on. So I'm still working on it, building it up. Hopefully the next few weeks I can have it all built up. So as always though, please don't forget to unleash your inner nerd. And I will see you next video. Or cherry on pop. Peace.